Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday night basketball. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the Philadelphia 76ers. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
You know, this game kicks off a 3-game season series for these clubs. Definitely. Both looking to get that leg up tonight.
Now, here's Chalmers. Lock at 6. Wade with it. Now guarded by Noel. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's right, Steve. And even though they may not be the fiercest of rivals, it doesn't mean both these teams, Clark, aren't hungry to start their series off right.
And you know what? Another thing, who knows, guys, the 3 games between them could end up having an influence on how the conference playoff picture shakes out. Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Both free throws good from Wade. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
First free throw is good.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great teams until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall.
How about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
And Turner kicks to Carter Williams. Turner. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Greg Oden.
Last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
That free throw good from Turner. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely, and it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
LeBron kicks to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And here is Carter Williams. On the wing, Jason Richardson. No good on the three.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
They get it again. Shot's good from Oden.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Oden comes with the double team. Young dishes to Carter Williams. Back to Young. The feed to Noel. It's stolen by Wade. The drive by LeBron. Right block shot. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Shot by Oden is no good. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Bulls.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
Chalmers pass to Oden. Knocks it loose. And Chalmers kicks to Battier. Good on the three-point shot. Battier's got himself on the board with three there.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Carter Williams with it. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? Shot no good. Well, he'd go the other way with it. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys."
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Well, it's always something that they've tried to concentrate on. You work hard in practice. You know, you work on your craft, you work on your strategy, your execution, but you never know if the ball's going to go in or not.
And we've seen it ring up dividends. When they take that very disciplined approach to their offense, it usually pays off.
Kicks it to Richardson. Cans it from downtown. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The Heat leading by 6. LeBron dishes to Oden. Back to LeBron. He kicks it to Chalmers. Moves back up. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
From 11 feet away. Rebounded by Oden. Oden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Wade with the jam.
You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
It's LeBron with the drive. Pass to Wade. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Noel.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
And stolen by LeBron. The drive by Wade goes up the baseline, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Wade. 6 points for LeBron.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, Watch out.
And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Chalmers. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You know, people look at Mario Chalmers and say he might not be your typical point guard. He's not a big-time penetrator or playmaker, but he's a good fit for the Heat with his active defense and spot-up shooting from long range. I think it's a hand-in-glove fit, actually.
And Chalmers, a three-time All-American and NCAA champion his junior season at Kansas, received the Most Outstanding Player Award for that 2008 tournament.
Hit what was probably the biggest shot in Kansas history, the three-pointer that sent that game against Memphis into overtime that allowed the Jayhawks to go on and win that national championship.
Hey, last season Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc. And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. First in shooting percentage, second in three-point field goal percentage, and they were ranked third in the league in steals. This is a team that does a nice job gambling and covering up for each other. That's why they're able to come up with those steals.
And Clark, the key number that you just talked about to me is field goal percentage. And when you're the best in the league shooting the basketball, it's a clear sign that you have an unselfish team and a clear plan of attack. That club, very impressive with their offensive efficiency.
He feeds it to LeBron. Pass to Haslam. Defended by Noel. Haslam, that's good. Haslam's got his first points of the night. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there, taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He's played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter, so he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is trying to do wonders for their confidence. A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Wade gets to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Feeds to Chalmers. And it's Miami with another.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6. But the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat.
Battier outside. Back to LeBron. He dishes it to Haslam. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Haslam's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Carter Williams kicks to Turner. There's the dish to Noel. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Clark, it was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the charts. Absolutely fantastic.
That one is no good.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and it's part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
And Haslam kicks to Anderson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Anderson passes to Noel. Carter Williams sets a screen for Noel. Anderson outside. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. Really left alone that time. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
Now here's Carter Williams, defended by Cole.
Michael Carter Williams, the rare 6'6" true point guard. Both his mother and his stepfather are high school basketball coaches, so you know he's got a really good basketball IQ. That seems to run in the family.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And for Carter Williams, unusual height for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's long. I think the main thing he'll need to do at the NBA level is really work on that outside shot. It's got a little bit of a hitch in it right now, and he's got to get that corrected, because if he does, he's got a chance to be special as a point guard.
He's quick and he is athletic.
Yep.
And so he hits both.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia. Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Allen against Anderson. He passes to White. Back to Anderson. Fires the three. Can't hit. And Miami the other way now. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Cole dishes to Allen. There's the pass to Cole. Shoots a fader. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Heat. They lead by 13. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks go on the road to battle the Chicago Bulls. Live this Thursday night.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
The 76ers trail by 13. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Carter Williams is out there with James Anderson. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then there's Arnett Moultrie. And it's White in at the 3.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh wasn't sure how he'd play at center. He tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to bang in the post against bigger guys. I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better player. Kevin?
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
So tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. And you can tell whatever it is painful for him.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Brown comes in for Spencer Hawes. And Lavoy Allen subbed in for Arnett Moultrie.
The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. Count that one. Carter Williams has got 4 this quarter. And back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did. And I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road, and that's not easy to do.
The Heat have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
That free throw missing.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about 2 former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
The 76ers trail by 10. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
The 10-footer. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Miami. And the 76ers call time here.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Heat in second.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Carter Williams, the pass to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carter Williams. Hits from the high post. Carter Williams has got 6 here in this quarter. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Cole. Dishes to Allen. Stolen by Anderson. Now the 76ers on the break. Anderson with the ball. Anderson with the block.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And it's blocked by Carter Williams. Here's White. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Anderson. Allen kicks to Lewis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lewis has got 5 points so far.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range. You know, he's been the star of movies before, but Ray Allen recently shared some of his plans for what he'll do after basketball. First thing on his list is to get back in front of the camera and resume his acting career.
4 on the clock. Here's White. Kept alive. Brown. Excellent D there from Allen. The Heat leading by 11. Anderson dishes to Lewis, and it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
And for Ray Allen, now 38 years of age. Interesting to see how much longer, Steve, he thinks he can continue and how much teams feel he can continue.
Well, he's had some foot issues that have slowed him down a little bit. I thought he had a terrific regular season last year for the Heat, although maybe a little bit slow during the playoffs. But, great shooters have a way of sticking around.
Carter Williams off the pick from Allen. Carter Williams kicks to Brown. Brown with a screen on Lewis. And it's Turner off the drive. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
And that one's good. Lewis has got 10 points in the game.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Carter Williams kicks to Turner. The feed to Allen. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. A nice shot by Anderson.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Miami leading by 13. Allen kicks to Cole. Pass to Oden. Kwame Brown pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Carter Williams, the pass to Anderson. Brown sets a screen for Carter Williams. Turner fires, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Turner's got 8 points.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Allen kicks to Cole. Back to Allen. Lewis outside. Passes to Oden. Lewis outside. The 19-foot shot. Jump shot is good. He's got 12.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Back to Turner. Kicks it to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Anderson. Gets it to go. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Miami leading by 11. Timeout called, the Heat. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade for coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
LeBron, he's checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Rashard Lewis. And it's Greg Oden with the finish. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Carter Williams dishes to Anderson. From outside, off the mark.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Here's Chalmers, and it's Miami with another. The 76ers trail by 15. He kicks to Anderson. The quick look, no good that time.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Feeds to Oden. Turner covering. From 7. Shot by Oden is no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. There was a lot of thought about how the Heat could improve after they lost to the Mavs in the 2011 NBA Finals. Many called for a veteran point guard, but the team felt comfortable with who they had. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, "We felt we had one of the younger point guard tandems in the league that we can build on and offer us championship minutes right now." They grew into that role and were a big part of their back-to-back titles. Spoelstra says they earned it with their hard work, and he couldn't be happier, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. Outside, White. Anderson. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Pause. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
You know, we didn't see too many plays like that when they were digging this hole for themselves.
No, maybe they'll start making up for it now.
It's all about effort and energy and anticipation, and they're finally getting some of that.
And that one's good.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Carter Williams kicks to Turner. Turner gets the screen from Hawes. And here's Anderson for 3. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Well, one thing with his athleticism and his anticipation, you got to be very careful with the ball. I mean, Clark, how many times do you see him just dart out defensively and force a turnover?
Steve, he's able to pick it off and go racing the other way, and part of that is his anticipation. Really dangerous in the passing lanes. I'd really like to see him get to the line as much as he did in the first.
And Miami making a change here. All free throws good from Turner.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Out to Battier. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And Turner kicks to Richardson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Richardson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
The drive by LeBron. Haslam can't get it to go. Nice defense from Hawes. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Wade kicks to Haslam. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Nine seconds left now here in the second. Here's Wade. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat lead by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We're in the early stages of what promises to be another great season in the NBA. Miami up on top against the 76ers in Philadelphia. They've done a great job executing their offense. They've been avoiding sloppy mistakes. For LeBron, it's been way too easy against the Philadelphia D. He has 6 points, and in addition to that, he's been a factor on the glass as well. A couple of helpers, too. And a resilient 76ers team is staying in it. We've seen them getting to the foul line, taking advantage of what the other team's giving them. We've seen Evan Turner in top form. He's got 10 points and has been grabbing a few rebounds, too. Now let's check out the other games still in progress. A tightly contested game for the Wizards up against the Detroit Pistons. A pair of buckets keep them back in the second quarter. And another one also in progress. For the Jazz over at Energy Solutions Arena, they're now trailing to Oklahoma City. Second half of basketball just getting started for them. And here's a look at the other NBA action from around the league. Brooklyn up on top against the Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. Third quarter, and they built an 11-point edge. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A great shot of the William Penn statue, 27 feet tall at the top of City Hall here in Philadelphia as we return.
Rashard Lewis played a great quarter of basketball. He has 12 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Here's who Erik Spoelstra is starting the second half with. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Shane Battier is out there with Oden, and it's Chalmers in at the point. Shots good from Young.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Just kind of a mismatch waiting to happen because he's undersized at 6'8", but way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
Now Carter Williams, 6 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for Dwayne Wade. What a year he had last season. 6th in steals. He was 8th in scoring. And he was also a top 20 shooter from the field. So really a nice all-around offensive year for him.
And Steve, I don't think you can overstate his steal numbers. I mean, they're way up there. And it's a credit to his concentration and his quickness and his aggressiveness.
And for Thaddeus Young with the league going more towards quickness and mobility, Clark, that's certainly going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up, but he's one of the best slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Now we're going to talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
Now, here's Chalmers, defended by Carter Williams, and then Wade slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Wade, no good on the free throw.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older, when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the 4th time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And Kevin, he led all shooting guards and player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
Both free throws good from Turner.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
Oden with a screen for Wade. Chalmers dishes to Oden. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Richardson the pass to Carter Williams. Gives him the lead pass. And Noel throws it down. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force. And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Carter Williams kicks to Young. Richardson. Young, a screen on Wade. Here's Richardson. Rejected by Wade. They recover it. Shots good from Young.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Oden kicks to LeBron. He dishes it to Wade. Back to LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, last year LeBron said that he was at his peak as a player, both physically and spiritually. You could see it in his eyes, just so confident. Even when things aren't going well, he now has the fortitude to make his way through that and continue to play and finish the game.
First one falls for him. Well, when you think about the level that LeBron is playing at right now, Clark, do you think he still has room to improve his game?
I think it's just a matter of his experience and picking and choosing his spots. I think his skill set is fantastic, and it's just a matter of staying the course. I don't see much improvement there. He's a terrific shooter from the 3 and inside the line. He drives it, makes his free throws, passes the ball, rebounds, defends. He wants to be in that 50, 40, 90 club on his shooting percentages, and I think he'll make it happen.
I know he's still working with Ray Allen on the free throw shooting, too.
Yeah.
And the 76ers call time here.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Number 1, the Heat.
Now, they were a remarkably efficient offense, and I thought they just did a nice job of finding the open man time and again. No selfishness on that team.
Here's Turner. He's got 14. Young, good look. And again, it's Philadelphia.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. LeBron with it. Picked up by Turner. The dive for the ball. The drive by Wade. Haslam can't get it to go.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Here's Young to tie, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And the first one drops. The Heat making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, really the heart and soul of this Miami team in a lot of ways, Udonis Haslem, born and raised in Miami. He's played his entire decade-long career with the Heat and just a tough, hard-working guy and a locker room leader.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. There's the dish to Carter Williams. Young outside. Shot clock at 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. And back to Haslam. He helped lift the Florida Gators program back to prominence. Took them all the way to the NCAA championship game, playing at center of all positions.
It was really heavy back then at Florida. He had to lose a lot of weight before he was ready to play in the NBA. Went to Europe to play first. He's been the heart and soul of the Heat organization ever since.
LeBron gets the screen from Haslam. LeBron outside with the lead pass. And here's Richardson. 14 points for him. Here's Young, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Well, for the 76ers last season, just really tough offensively. Tied for last in the league in points per game, bottom 5 in efficiency. Did a really good job of taking care of the ball, second lowest in turnovers, but I think they may have been a little overcautious to get those turnover numbers where they were.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Moultrie's checked in. The pass to Turner. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, the Sixers' style over the last couple seasons has been a little inconsistent, I guess you could say. Defensively, their philosophy very clearly was, Steve, to force teams to shoot long twos. But offensively, those were the shots they so often took.
Well, remember, they were pretty good a couple of years ago with Iguodala because they were a fast team that could create some offense in transition. But once they got by him and he was injured, it really took away their effectiveness offensively.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Carter Williams. And he can't hit the second. The Heat with the lead. LeBron James on the wing, defended by Moultrie. LeBron dishes to Haslam. Good! Haslam's got 6 points. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Richardson the pass to Hawes. Young. Outside Turner. Dishes it to Moultrie. Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Young. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Pass to Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 8 now on the night. The 76ers trail by 6. LeBron against Turner. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by Philadelphia. Heat have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Dwayne Wade on the wing. That misses off the backboard. The 76ers shooting well. They're at 45%. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Richardson, covered by LeBron. Here's Young. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Chalmers against Turner. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Cuts it 5 from 18. That drops. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter. The 76ers trail by 6. Richardson dishes to Turner. Moultrie setting the pick for Turner. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
A moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Coming off an excellent season last year, 4th in scoring, 5th in field goal percentage, and his passing skills were on full display last season. He was in the top 15 in the league in assists.
And Steve, he was definitely one of the most reliable, efficient scorers in the NBA. I mean, his top 5 ranking put him right there in the ranks of the elite scorers.
Shot clock at 6. There's the feed to Chalmers. The Heat need to get a shot off. Haslam. And the shot is long. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Richardson with it. 14 points for him. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Young left side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. 9 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And that one falls for Young.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
A different look for Miami. Oden comes in for Joel Anthony. And Shane Battier subbed in for Udonis Haslem. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Miami leading by 5. Wade drives in. Pass to Chalmers. He passes it to LeBron. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Battier playing the small ball 4, a stretch 4 they call it as well. At 6'8", he's got the size and strength to step into that role when the matchup is right for him.
The Heat have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That one is off. And going back to Battier at the 4, he can play inside. He's got that, Steve, that little hook shot in the paint.
But the big thing is the reason you play him at the 4 is to stretch out the defense. Battier can shoot the 3 from anywhere on the floor. So if you put him at the 4, now all of a sudden the lane is wide open for his teammates, and it becomes much more difficult to cover the entire floor for the defense.
Richardson the pass to Young. Kicks to Carter Williams. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 4th, LeBron James.
Well, anytime you can be one of the best scorers in the league, that's special company and something you should be proud of. It's not easy to do on a consistent basis to be amongst the scoring leaders.
The Heat leading by 6. Oden with a screen for LeBron. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Back to Chalmers. Young with the steal. Second shot opportunity. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 16.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Now here's LeBron. 13 points in the game. Miami no good on that time either. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly. You get 2 possessions out of this.
Here's Turner using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now just a 2-point Miami lead.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Here's Carter Williams. He's got 8. Richardson off a pick from Young. Now Richardson. The kick out to Young. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
That's a crucial 3, Kev. They've cut it close going into the 4th. They've still got a chance.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat out front, leading by a point. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers this Thursday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And Miami shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. Noel is out there with LaVar Allen. And it's Turner in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. 6 to shoot. And it's Wade penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
The first one falls. And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game. for his career.
Well, you think about it. He's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
The 76ers trail by 3. And here is Carter Williams. Here's Turner, rejected by Anderson. LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Carter Williams dishes to Turner. It counts, and the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
That free throw good from Turner. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Backing down is LeBron. It's back to Battier. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Now here's Richardson. Passes it to Carter Williams. Noel sets a screen for Carter Williams. Back to Richardson. Clock at 6. To tie it up. And it's good on the way. It's a tie ball game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
The 3 from Chalmers. The Heat rebound. Here's Battier. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He feeds it to Allen. He kicks to Turner. Allen, a screen on LeBron. To take the lead. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Here's Wade. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And Kevin, he's really solidified his role as the closer on this team. You know, Miami struggled to figure out whether they'd go to LeBron or Bosh or Wade at first. I think Wade has become the guy.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have 2 guys that are capable of closing, Steve. And I agree with you, though. His aggressiveness and confidence probably give him a slight edge in closing over LeBron. You can play great defense on him, but he still typically finds a way to get the shot he wants.
Greg Oden, he's checked in for the Heat. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. And Turner with the block. And they're able to recover. Allen, that's good.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high-percentage looks.
Evan Turner having a fantastic game. 22 points, and he hasn't wasted his chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, a lot of points, and those are freebies. Those are easy points. And the other thing that does, Clark, it allows you to get your defense set up at the other end.
And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
LeBron with some nice D.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Feeds it to Allen. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, it was about midway through last season, guys, that we started hearing the rumors about Greg Oden working out and getting back in shape so he could make a return to the NBA. And lo and behold, here he is, the former Ohio State standout.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Oden, a new start in the NBA, the former #1 overall pick out of Ohio State back in 2007 for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Such a shame, the repeated knee injuries that kept Oden from achieving all that he'd hoped for in Portland, but you just hope that he would eventually get a chance to return and come back, so it's nice to see him out on the floor.
The 76ers trail by 4. Carter Williams kicks to Young. He dishes it to Richardson. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Here's Carter Williams, and Oden sends it back. Turner against LeBron. Ray Allen is on the wing. The dish now to Chalmers. And Young comes over to help. Launches it. And there's Battier. That's good on the assist by Chalmers. Chalmers has got 3 assists tonight.
As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. Dishes it to Carter Williams. And the pass to Richardson. Young outside. Tries to snap the cold streak. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Heat leading by 7. Chalmers with it. Pass to Allen. Puts one up from 19. And the rejection by Carter Williams. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Young dishes to Turner. Back to Young. On the wing, Turner. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And here's Young from the arc. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Heat leading by 7. LeBron with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
They get it back. Pause. Bank shot. No good.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Oden, guarded by Hawes. Battier kicks to LeBron. And the officials call a traveling violation. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
No question, a lot of fans will be focused on that matchup for Brooklyn.
Now here's Carter Williams. Richardson off a pitch from Hawes. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And that one's good. Philadelphia with the ball. 9-point game. The feed now to Turner. Will it go? So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup. Well, usually you think of the Sixers as a team that likes to play deliberate and slow things up a bit, but boy, they struggled to score last year. A big part of the struggle was that they just didn't get to the free throw line very much.
Well, Clark, as you said, with the 76ers, they made the fewest free throws in the entire league last season, mostly because they were second to last in attempts. Steve, part of that is pace, but a lot of that was not having, players attack the rim.
And more than anything, Kevin, it was just lack of talent. I mean, they didn't have enough guys with the ability and the physical skills and tools to get to the rim and attack defenses.
The drive by LeBron. Back to Oden. Here's Richardson. Right side Turner. He passes to Carter Williams. Young outside. Out to Turner. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. And right on target. Good. Turner's got 16 here in the second half. Miami leading by 5. Timeout called, the Heat. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra was saying to his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. Here's Battier. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jason Richardson.
Talk about the definition of a role player, guys. What the perfect role player should look like, I think it's Shane Battier. I mean, he's as good as it gets in that role. An elite defender, can guard anybody, and he can hit the 3 at a pretty good rate. Smart, good passer. Just the epitome of what you want in a role player.
That free throw, no good. And, you know, you talk about Battier. He knows how to play his role. He doesn't try to do too much.
Hey, he's got a great basketball IQ, understands angles and percentages. It seems to be able to guard about 3 different positions, and a terrific weak side defender. He's always the guy there waiting to take a charge.
And he's good on the second. And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 6. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Well, I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Wizards game. Should be a close one.
It's stolen by Carter Williams. Baseline J on the way. That is good. Miami leading by 4. Pass to Chalmers. There's the lob to the hoop. And Wade slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Now Carter Williams. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Sinks the triple. Richardson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Wade outside. Kicks to Chalmers. Back to Wade. The offensive rebound.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
The shot by Turner, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The kick out to LeBron. Passes it to Battier. He feeds it to Oden. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Hards. Young sets a screen for Carter Williams. Richardson the pass to Carter Williams. He kicks it to Turner. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Wade outside. Into Greg Oden. And the shot is good.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Noel's checked in for Spencer Hawes. .137 left in the 4th quarter. Carter Williams dishes to Turner. Feeds it to Young. 13 feet away. Rejected by Battier. LeBron kicks to Wade. There's the bucket. Good. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead. 1:15 left in the 4th quarter. And here is Carter Williams. And Young backs in. 11 feet out and he hits it. Young's got 15 points here in the second half.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Oden with a screen for Wade. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Philadelphia needs to do a better job guarding against Wade.
He has 20 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
So he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
Connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Turner comes with a double team. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And then Wade slams it in.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
Doubled by Chalmers. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're losing by 7. 24 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Carter Williams. Another shot. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Yeah.
Steve, you think it's over?
No, it's over. This lead is just too much for them to deal with.
From deep, Richardson knocks down the 3.